base.
Yeah, be curious to see how that goes. One of the things that we started doing, and I change the algorithms real time every time I get a wild hair or notice some trend or something. And I'm always experimenting and just trying to get a little more ROI. So I started taking $1 off of everybody's budget. And I take every post and take $1 and I put it out outside of your market, no targeting, the whole world. And I let it run for 1 day on that $1. And I typically get about 500 engagements, or if it's a video, I'll get 1,000 or a couple thousand views for $1. And then I turn around and push it to your local market, your realtors, your audience, after it's got that social validation. And I find that if somebody's spending $20, I get way more out of 19 than I do out of 20 if the 19 is for a video that's already got 1,000 or 2,000 views, or something that already has a couple hundred likes on it. And I just put that social validation so that every piece of content has that extra little juice on it. And for some people, I turn it up even more, where I don't want my realtors to see my video until it already has 10,000 views or whatever. Well, 10,000 views is, $10 at the high side. So like the folks, I was just spent yesterday in San Diego working with the American Dream folks, and everybody that's paying to have those American Dream shows put together, they really, want the views. So yeah, we'll put like 10,000 views on it, then put it out to all of their realtors and all of their market area, so that when people see my stuff, it's like, oh, look, there's Ron's video. Wow, look, he's got 2,000 views already. People with that social validation in place just are far more likely to click and be curious and go, whoa, what the heck did Ron do? So you see a lot of extra reach that isn't valid reach, but it's so valuable, I can't even begin to describe it. And then the puzzle
when Craig started, before he had American Dream, he was just doing radio. And I was the third radio host to join him way back then, 12 years ago now.
Wow.
And I still do the radio show, but I started off on my social channels. So I'm wondering, is there a way that I can get a custom rule from you to get some of that onto my radio shows while I'm doing them live?
Yeah, absolutely. Just tell Christian that you want traffic. I'd like a traffic rule, because all we need to know is who do you want to do something? What do you want them to do? And what do you want to spend on it? So on a custom rule, if I want to send them to subscribe to your blog or go listen to whatever, so you might put some excerpt, on today's radio program, we covered blah, 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 blah. It's amazing. If you want to listen to the whole thing, click down below, and then you put a link to your radio program in your post, and he'll make a traffic rule. So it's optimized not for engagement or video views or messages. It's optimized for traffic. And Facebook you won't get near the reach or the view, but man, you'll get the clicks. They bring the click costs way down, and you'll kind of learn what kind of posts drive them. When you get in the groove, your clicks will be below $1. 50 cents is not unheard of. Well, it is reasonably common once you kind of find that what's the right post, what gets them curious, what makes them click. But if you're getting people to go to your show, and do the same thing when somebody's got a YouTube channel, except we don't drive them to your YouTube channel, we drive them to subscribe. So when they hit the subscribe button on Facebook, I want them, or the subscribe link, I want them actually subscribing to your YouTube channel. But yeah, it's a traffic rule. I want people to go to my radio program, and then you put up content that gives them a reason to go. You got to make them curious. Got to make them want to hear it. What did you cover? What are they going to learn? What are they going to get? What's in it for me? It's always about what's in it for me. But that's a great way to drive them over there. And then on that one, you might say, you know, yeah, I want two of them. Give me one at $20 and one at $100. That way, yeah, I drive everybody to, I do it for every show I put, and it's hashtag, you know, Ron Siegel Radio. Or for $100, I put in hashtag Ron Siegel Radio, whatever. So now I got two rules. And when I got a good show and I really, man, I want to lean into this one, great, spend $100 and lean into it hard, but lean into the rest for 20. So that's how the custom rules work.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Alberto, what's up?
Not much. I did the idea from last week as far as researching an insurance advisor and
Did you
taking a
really?
contact. Yep.
You're
Took me a
a
little bit
follow-through
of
machine.
put me a little bit of a time to kind of get through it. He's not as tech savvy, but for the most part, it's in the work. So maybe I'll give you a reporting next week as far as the results and if he has the if he's blown out of the water by the numbers that we put in through.
Yeah, he shouldn't have to do anything on the tech savvy side.
Well, he
All he's
can't.
got to do is accept your friend request.
He forgot his login, so he's trying to give me the friend acceptance request. That's the one.
Doesn't
thing,
even
yeah.
have a Facebook login. Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, I wouldn't call him much of a content marketer. Yeah, I'm gonna find a way to research him on Facebook and find people that are failing on Facebook. That's one I'm working with Keith Geringer on at Employee Pooling or EP Mortgage Services.
cool.
Is how can I get VAs to go find the perfect candidate? You know, really the perfect candidate. I want people that are actively trying to be content marketers and failing. And then Keith insists that oh no, they'll not only find them, they'll send the email, they'll do everything, they'll line them up for you, including stitch your videos together. A lot of people don't know how to stitch the two videos together.
So I'll let you know how that goes for next week. But I was
Can't
gonna
wait.
ask you if there's I also took your advice as far as the builder thing that we talked about a few weeks ago. So I finally got one agent to do the groundwork for me. He's supposed to do it this weekend. And I got another agent who I'm gonna conversate as far as doing that groundwork as well. And so hopefully that's another project that I can kind of get moving forward with some campaigning. So on that note, I wanted to see if you don't mind talking about the builder strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, share my screen. Yeah, in a couple of weeks, I want to get Frank Garay on with me because he's doing the builder stuff. He's got two that I really like. He's doing the builder, and then because his wife's a broker, so he's doing the builder stuff, and he's doing for listing leads. She's got some sort of a market tracker that you can sign up for to see when the market turn, you know, because it shows days on market and inventory levels. And then he's just got a really simple ad that's, you know, got some arrows and says, watch this. As soon as these numbers start to climb, it's time to bail. So he's got people signing up to watch the market to try and time the when should I list. And I'm really curious to see how that campaign works out. I thought it was a brilliant idea. So on the builder stuff, here we go. It's same thing. It's a story. I got to have some story. So I just spun up some ideas. And again, I don't want anybody to ever use my copy. I'm not a copy guy, but take my concept and rewrite it, make it better. But I kind of think that the ones where I list the number like this, did you know there are currently XXX homes under construction in market that you could buy in time to choose exactly how they're finished out? Here's just a few examples. And yeah, if I could get a little more creative there, here's a few examples. So what would your dream kitchen look like? Or how would you blah, blah, blah? Or, you know, what flooring would you put in? Whatever. But I like this because when I go to new home source, you can see I did this with somebody, Riverside. I go and I search an area. So yeah, my market's Riverside County, blah, 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 update, or, Orange County, California, update, and see if it works. And it did work. I don't want to view the communities. I go to view homes, and then I hit the quick move in filter. And now I've got an exact number, because the mind loves exact numbers. The mind hates brown. We distrust. I go, oh, you could save a couple $1,000, or I got 1,000 leads. No. I want an exact number, 987. We believe exact numbers. We don't believe round numbers. Even it works for scheduling. If you send somebody, if you tell them, meetings at 3 and they show up at 3:05, that's on time. But if you set the meeting for 3:15 or 3:10, man, all kinds of psychology behind precise numbers. But now I've got 85 homes that are quick move-ins, meaning they're already done or they're in the middle of construction. So now if I want to run an ad, I can legitimately say that there are XX home, can't find the home you want. Maybe the answer is a home that's still under construction, so you can customize it to be exactly what you want. Yeah, I'm going to change that. It should be exactly. When I say it out loud, it just sounds different. Exactly what you want. Orange County currently has 85 homes under construction, but still waiting for a new owner to choose all the finishing touches. Still waiting for their new owner to choose all the finishing touches. How would you choose to complete any of these beauties? I'm not sure beauties is the right word either. So I'll keep tweaking my content, but that's it. And like, wait a minute, 85 homes that I could potentially, then I'm going to scroll through here. If I'm the realtor, I'm going to pick a couple of them that, have real photos or whatever, now building, available now, whatever. But I'm going to, and I'll make sure they have a broker co-op, and I'll go register if I'm a realtor on the builder's website, to make sure that, I can register each of my leads and send them over in case they actually do want to buy the new build. But that's it. I'm going to go digging through here and see if I can find anything. It's just 3. I just got to find 3. Now, what Frank did is he went and downloaded information on all the communities and has info kits. So now I've got, it's all their stuff. The builders don't care if you use it, but now he's got info and whatnot, so that when the person, and this is the real key. So now I got a bunch of stuff. I got them curious, stuff that's not necessarily all on Zillow. So now what's my new build messenger sequence? And the sequence, the key to whenever I show Billy Grimm's stuff, he doesn't put any links in his post. I still like to include one link just to get them to click. But a lot of times the people that click on a link just to see something are the ones that'll ghost you and not engage in the dialogue. So you get a lot more leads and they're cheaper. But like Billy prefers to pay more for the lead and only have active dialogues. So my clickable replies and greetings lead to a conversation only. I'm not going to let them, a short link to the home or community. I still like to have one link in there personally, but can I get more information on what's available? Of course, there's a lot, but it's not all created equal. Tell me what area you're looking in and any other specifics on your wish list, and I will get that info over to you. Now I get their wish list, what they're looking for. And then I might go back and ask them about time frame. And are you open to looking at things that are completed or resales as well? But now I've got the info packets that I downloaded from some of the builders. I got stuff I can start putting links to in my messages and sending it over to, here's one, blah, 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 blah. What about this? Would you be willing to look at? You know, here's an actual list, because I'm just trying to send them stuff and help narrow in on, can I speak to an agent? Seems pretty lame to me, but I can't tell you how often it gets clicked. And that's Billy's thing. He just wants them to, yep, can I speak to an agent? Absolutely. My cell phone is blah, 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 or I can call you if you prefer. Tell me more about the communities. Community information gets a lot. Love to. What areas would you like me to cover? Oh, I'm looking in Anaheim or whatever. Now I'm going to go and get my little info packets or my links to their info stuff. I just don't want to send them over to the builder until I get their info and can register them. I want to be the resource. So I'd rather send them stuff from me than send them to the builder's site. And then if it is a community or whatever, and I can put a link. So maybe I picked 3 models that are available in one development. Then I can have a link to some community info. So when they're like, looking at my 3 carousels, now I can tell me more about the communities. Can I speak to an agent? Whatever I want. But I can also have a link that goes to my info packet or to the site itself. If I wanted to send them over to the builder site, it doesn't matter. And then my auto reply, I actually like these quite a lot, but they are about X months out. What sort of time frame would be ideal for you? So I can send you some other things that fit, because I need a reason for them to come back and reply to me. So I just sent them something. And for me personally, when I ran the ad, I would put up stuff that's 6 or 12 months out, stuff they just broke ground on, whatever, hoping that I'm going to find people that want to move sooner, so that when I say they're about X months out, and again, realtor would know or should know, oh yeah, no, these are going to be 9 months out. By the time they do this, that, and the other thing, and the prices aren't guaranteed because they're having to agree to pay market value at the time. But I got to have some reason that they're going to want more, not just thanks for the info, bye. So what sort of time frame would be ideal for you, so I can send some other things that fit your requirements or whatever? That's my angle on the builder stuff. I'm anxious to see some people start playing with it. It kills me that I can't do this myself, just because I gotta tell you, that's why I'm excited to be working with Frank Garay, because he's taken it a step further. He's literally, he's got all the info packets, the kits, the everything. We'll probably end up even swapping them off of Messenger to have them register, because he wants to actually just go, because all the builders that have a broker co-op have a spot for a realtor to register a client. So now I can engage the client and they're like, interested. Great. It's blah, 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 blah. They're open from till, head on over. I'll call ahead and make sure they know you're coming, so you get the VIP treatment or whatever. And then I go register them. And honestly, we're like, well, man, can I set it up so that a VA just, because I can get leads for $3 a piece all day long. Could I just register them with every builder in town automatically and then send them all the builders info? That's what this site does. New Home Source is trying to get people, if you were to go to the main page, all they're trying to do at New Home Source is get you to register with them so that they can register you with the builder. Well, they're probably paying $5 a visitor to get people to this website. Then what, 1 in 20, 1 in 50 are actually registering with them, but it's worth it because they're not getting a referral fee. They're getting the full co-op, the full commission on anything that sells. So brilliant business idea, but I can get names and numbers and emails for $2-3. they're probably paying 100 or 200 bucks. I can crush what they're doing. And that's kind of Frank's angle on it. So I'm really, really eager to see how it plays out. And as always with leads, if you piddle around with it, you know, it can take a long time to figure out. I still see people that, you know, yeah, I run $5 a day, $10 a day, and I'm, you know, kind of playing. It's tough. It's a learning curve. That's why I always tell people, expect your first deal to cost you $1,000. If you learn quick, you should have it below 500 in no time, if not out of the gate. And if you stick with this and master it, you'll get your cost below $300, which is where the average is. But I still see people that want to spend $100 a month, even after I told them it's going to cost them $1,000 for their first deal, or plan on that. And they're like, really, you want one deal this year? That's what you're hoping for. But Frank's going at this big with the info packets and the whole 9 yards, because the moment he gets it all dialed, yeah, I could see him bringing in 100 leads a day and registering all 100 leads with every builder, and then sending them out packets and info and maps to all the new build stuff. I just want to be the new build home center. And New Home Source kindly gives me all that info. By the way, I'm not going to do anything that doesn't have a broker co-op. You know, want to make sure I'm going to get paid on this stuff. But truthfully, even if I was no broker co-op, for the people that buy from the builder, that's going to be a couple percent max. The majority of them are going to end up buying a resale home. And it just gets my foot in the door with them. Same thing that we used to do with the 203K. 203K is a great lead magnet. Buy this home and get X dollars to remodel it. Brings in the leads, great, but nobody ever actually wants to do the 203K. Thank goodness, because nobody actually wants to do a 203K for a client. They all turn into regular, you know, 203B FHA deals for the most part. But that's it in a nutshell. I can ramble on this stuff forever. These are my story ideas. These are my greeting examples and my clickable reply and auto response examples. So I will take this and drop it into chat. It's just this is my collection PowerPoint where I just collect all my stuff so I can refer to it when I need to without having to navigate to things. So it's not a presentation, it's just a random collection of stuff. Traffic presentations, overview 1.3, share, sorry, copy link. And
I always say if I share my random thoughts, people get scared.
Yeah, mine seems to cause confusion. That's my superpower in life. I can paralyze anybody. I don't know how to make things clear and simple. There you go, everybody. It's in chat. This is my PowerPoint with just all my random stuff. And I throw things in there. Like, you know what? I love referring to this. I got to put my caption on this one, but this messenger lead ghosted the agent for 29 days. Then wandered in out of left field and bought an 850 home. So let's narrow that down. And one more example. We'll change that, make it blue, and then we'll make it bold, and we'll make it big. Whoops, not that big. And centered up. Wandered. Boom, and oh, nope, boom. Now I can go a little bigger. All right, there we go. One more slide. Oh, let me save that before you guys download it. Not that you need that, but yeah, right down here, I started adding in my stuff about working messenger leads. You have to give people a reason to engage. This doesn't matter what kind of lead you're doing, even if it's you're trying to get listing leads. What is their reason? Why will they enter into a dialogue? I want to see listings that matter to them that they haven't seen. That's, what's going to make it worth my while if I'm on the other end. New construction opportunities, how to move their offer to the top of the stack. I don't want to write losing offers. How to ensure that I don't overpay on a house when I'm trying to write a winning offer, knowing I'm up against a dozen others. And I love what if you knew what everybody else's bid was so you could beat the top bid by just a thin margin or by just enough to get the deal. Let me explain how an escalation clause works. A superior prequal because blah, 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 blah. Not all prequals are created equal. In fact, you don't want to get a prequal at all. You need a full pre-approval. They're not all created equal. Some are far more valuable too. The quality, the money, the savings, whatever. I'm just going to sell them on the idea that just because you're pre-qualified, that's not enough in this market. Pocket listings coming soon. Anything that's not listed because stuff that's not on the MLS. Everything from Rex. Fall through deals. I had somebody that still leans on that. That's kind of their angle. They like to help people target escrows that blow up in the 11th hour. So yeah, now I got a contingent deal. Now I really need to sell my house. Let's get you set up to be able to close in 10 days. So that you can come in and be a hero and you already know what they'll accept because it was on the last deal. And now they're really motivated. If you can close fast and you don't have to cancel the moving truck and blow up their escrow on their purchase. Wow. And that one makes sense to people. Something they haven't thought of, anything that's a pattern interrupt. I loved it back in the day when all I had to do is say foreclosure and everybody in the world came rushing in as a lead. Now there are no foreclosures to show them, but they'll be back. So yeah, that's my must-read articles, cheat sheets, tools, apps, info, access to list anything. What do they get? I got to give them something. I want links. I want them to be curious. I want to show them something. How do I become valuable? Not just, I can show you houses that match. I can go look on Zillow. Thank you very much. And then agents wonder why, why don't they want to talk to me? Because they can just go on Zillow and search and see everything you're showing them. Give them something. What's in it for them? How are you better than them searching on their own? Because you're going to get more house because blah, 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 blah. I'm going to show you how a seller buy down works to qualify for so much more home or whatever. By the way, that's one that I'm curious to play with more that is being used by some of the folks that I connected to through American Dream, where they're finding the listing leads and then they're offering heavily bought down rates. And they're making the agent they give the list. If you list with any of our agents, we'll give you blah, blah, blah to buy down your rate. So that they're squeezing the money out of the realtors because they got the deal to handle the realtor. And now they're putting in 1 full point on every deal to buy down their rate on all their buyers. I really need to understand that one more because I'd like to really understand the math behind the whole, whether it's seller buy down or agent buy down or whatever, but how much savings, how much more house can I qualify for? What can you do if you got a point to use to buy down my rate? What does that really mean to me? Because if I'm getting the lead, I can hand that out to agents all day long that happily give up a point. What else? Listings for examples. Yep, there they are. Yeah, that's it. That's, if there's too much competition for the home listings on the big search sites, maybe you should consider buying new construction so you aren't one of 20 competing offers. Here are just a few examples of what Orange County builders have to offer home shoppers. That makes sense to me. Yeah, show me what you got. I love the new construction stuff. Really, really, really sad I don't have a real estate license. I think I could. I think Frank Ray is going to make millions off his wife's real estate license, and she won't. Honestly, I want all the resale deals, but he's like, yeah, whatever. I can hand it out to other agents. I want to get all the people that actually buy from the builders. I can bring them more leads than anybody can. If I can keep the leads down at $3 a piece, can you imagine? Oh yeah, I'm gonna drop $3,000 a month, put 1,000 builder leads in their pocket every single month. There you go. Enough info, Alberto?
Yep, love it. Thank you so much. I'm gonna apply it.
Yep. Now take this video, cut out, because I probably said everything in about 2 minutes and then started just repeating myself. But look, I can't help it. I'm long-winded. YouTube.com/AddTraffic. I got last week's up. I will get this one up as soon as it's done. I'm getting on top of this stuff. I hate working with YouTube. But I'm getting it all built out and added, and I'm starting to put in all kinds of extra tutorial videos and stuff.
Vimeo is a lot easier.
So Bill, question for you.
Yes.
So I
Shoot.
joined with you a little while ago, and not quite sure what it is. You guys are doing everything for me at this point. Not quite sure if I should continue on the path of what I'm doing right now, or do I need to pivot a little bit now? Because I'm not really sure what it is I'm doing.
Well,
I know I'm getting shit tons of interaction and views on my videos, which is awesome, right? I mean, that I know.
So one, it's just a content game. And all the lead stuff we're talking about, we teach people how to do that. And that's honestly, I'll show you anything you want on these open office hours kind of things.
Yep.
Show you how to train your assistant to do it. It doesn't matter. So you can take these down any path. So we were just talking about using builder stuff and generating leads and doing whatever. But my personal favorite approach to this business is just constant exposure. As long as you post a few times a week, after about 3 months, because what happens is it's going out and it's hitting all the realtors. That's a given.
Yes.
I always take $1 off the top currently. I was taking 10% and realized it was too much. So I take $1 off the top max. It's the minimum Facebook will let me do it. I use that to show your content outside of your market with no targeting. So it's anybody in the world can watch it. And I do that for a day. And we just call it a kickstart or a jump start because it puts 1,000 views on it or hundreds of likes. And then I turn around and show it to your audience because I want your audience to not see anything of yours that has 12 views. I want it to already have 1,000 views before people in the local areas. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
So I do that and then hit all the realtors if you want to hit realtors or financial planners, whoever you want. And then it hits probable home buyers, but the real value comes over time because as people engage with your content, click like, comment, share, watch a video, and they're in your local market. I won't collect the ones that are watching it from, Madagascar or
Right.
Vermont. But everybody in your market that's watching your content, I'm trying to make you familiar. But my goal is everybody's got 25 to 50,000 people who like your style, who continue to watch your content, any content that's out there on a regular basis. I want that and what happens is your money's collecting them right now. And then a little bit of your money goes out to nurture them.
Okay.
And some of those will fall off. Yeah, I liked your one video, but I don't really like the rest of it. So we'll kick them out if they don't engage again and for 90 days. But after 3 or 4 months, typically, you've got a nice audience. You got 20,000
Okay.
people that actually continue to view and watch and whatnot. That's when you become, and this is I'm doing a whole digital mayor training for EXP right now. Just how to be the digital mayor.
Mhm.
Doesn't have to be this exact approach, but I love this one because the best content, I always say 80% of your content needs to be for, with, or about others. Content
Gotcha.
that you're putting up for other people. It's stuff they'll like. It's not for you. It's with them, like doing the interview videos, or about them, like the Connecting My Connections videos or the financial planner videos that we covered last week.
Yeah.
But this story is my favorite because Chris, at the end of 2015, he was starting his own company, launching it in January of 16. He wanted, how do we blow it up? How do I become the guy? And he was number 5 in his market, and there's 30,000 homes in his market. And we put him out there with this strategy where he went to every influencer in town. They're just cell phone videos, cheap little videos, with a $10 VA edit on them, where they dropped on a logo or a lower third or, the date, whatever on the videos.
Yep.
But this is it. The pest control guy, the painter, the preschool academy, the senior citizen home, the horse rescue, furniture store, beauty salon. He doesn't even have hair and he's doing a beauty salon thing. But you got to think about this. In 16, he started in January. And I want to say he did 98 videos in 16. And they weren't ads. They were just community stuff.
Yeah.
And it got to a point after 6 months where they brought on Tracy's daughter, his partner's daughter, Emma. She's 12 years old, as a correspondent for Bricket TV, because people started calling him and going, hey, we're having a car wash this weekend to raise money for new uniforms for the volleyball team or whatever. Can you do a video? Or a music teacher at the grade school, we're having a recital this Saturday. Can you invite everybody in town? He didn't want to go do all these videos. So he started sending Emma to do the videos. She became a little rock star. So 30,000 homes in Anthem. He's pulling down 30,000 views practically a month on a $10 a day budget. Emma's pulling down 10 or 12,000 views a month on her own. And Tracy will tell you, people came up to him in McDonald's or at the soccer fields, whatever. And it's like, oh my God, you're the little girl. And Emma was a freaking rock star because she's this little 12-year-old interviewing these people about their stuff, Yeah. I really should have grabbed some of her videos. They're so insanely cute because she really did it like a newscaster. But that was it. Well, 47 deals in 2015, launches his own company in 2016, does this for a year, and did whatever else he did. I'm not saying this is the sole reason, but
yeah,
he was the mayor. He was the digital mayor of his market. In 17, he did 192 deals, up from 47. And he was number 1 by more than 2 to 1. And honestly, even if he didn't get the views, every one of these people, because I live by one simple rule: he or she with the most friends wins. That's it. If all these people, he helped them promote their 3,000 views for my furniture store, 1,500 views for a painter. 6,000 views for a beauty salon. Well, think about it. All she does all day long is sit and cut people's hair and color it or whatever, and talk to them. And everybody who says blah 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 buying a house, oh my God, talk to my buddy. The reciprocity that comes out of having that many people owe you one. And it's not like I'm trying to hold that over their head. It's just I'm helping them grow their business. I'm bonding with them. These are all now friends, because I'm just going around town helping them promote the horse rescue. The horse rescue,
Right.
It's 2,200 views. Oh, this builds relationships, and the relationships are what drive the business more than the views. The views just stroke their ego. I love Aaron Alvarez's approach, probably better than any other originator, because he was a call center guy with no database, no realtor relationships, nothing. He knew loans, but he didn't know how to get them other than answering the phone. And 3 years in, he was over 180 units, and it was all Facebook. And his two main videos, when you look through here and go, what's his angle? Whoops. His two main videos were listing videos that he did with agents. So any agent, if you want to do a listing video, he'd pick them up, drive out to the list, or they'd pick him up, drive out to the listing with them, bond, shoot the breeze, make a connection. I'm trying to make relationships. So I get to bond with them on the way out there. Then I shoot the video with them. And it was always, hey, everybody, Aaron Alvarez. And I got another sweet listing to show you in Surprise, Arizona. To tell us about this one is my good buddy Bob from Bob's Realty, whatever. And then, so Bob, what do we got? And he would shoot these cool videos with them where he's the host and they're the guest. And then he'd drop a specialty hashtag on it or whatever kind of thing is what you would do, because he'd put $100 on them or $50 and no targeting or whatever. But look, 10,000 views, 4,900 views, 8,500 views, 11,000 views, enough to freak the agents out. And they all wanted to do listing videos with them. So listing videos with agents, great way to make a relationship. Yeah, we'll do a few with you, and then I'll show you how to do it on your own. But I get to do a couple with you. So you get comfortable doing it. Maybe I do one with you and the next one I show you how to do it, whatever, but great way to build relationships. And then he does the market updates. And the market updates I thought was brilliant. This is not my idea. This is all Aaron. I don't know if he even knew what he was doing, because people love the connecting my connections videos with others. That's always my favorite. But on the food side of it, look, popularity of videos on Facebook. Mortgage doesn't even rank. So I throw it into finance and stocks as some sliver of that, but it's the bottom. And then real estate, and then my world marketing. Nobody likes any of us. Food, tippy top. 2-to-1 over fashion and beauty or pets, animals, humor. Food is our favorite topic in the world. If that's what they like, why not do all of your videos, all of your market updates from restaurants? Make the video 90% about the restaurant, build the relationship with the restaurant owners. They're fabulous connectors. And then throw in your market, blah, 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 Barry Habib shtick at the end, so that it's the food sucks them in. And then I still got my market update in there for people that want the market update. I just thought this was brilliant, but it doesn't really matter. The thank you videos, everybody knows these are my personal favorites. I love the client thank you videos. Connecting my connections. Anytime I can connect my connection. Anybody who knows me knows I'm all about referral business and relationships. And if you know me, you know my favorite thing to do is introduce you guys to each other. I love to connect my connections. So today I wanted to introduce you to my buddy Mike from whatever, Mike's carpet cleaning. Mike just cleaned my carpets. And he does this and he's awesome and whatever. And whether I do it as an interview with them, or maybe it's a Zoom interview, or I'm just grabbing info off of his website
Yeah.
and putting it up. That's what Carl does down in San Diego, man. All through COVID, it was let's help a small business out. And Holly would just throw in pictures from the business stuff, but he would always buy a gift certificate or two from the business and say, let's help out a small business in San Diego. I'm doing my part, bought some gift certificates, pay it forward. This is right when stuff got locked down and all the restaurants were dying.
Yep.
So I bought some gift certificates. Let's help them out. Do me a favor, send them some love, click, like, comment, share, send them a heart. Anybody who sends them some love is automatically going to be entered in a contest. And next week we'll draw a couple names of those of you guys who sent him some love and give away. In this case, he gave away two $50 gift certificates. But look, reached 96,000 people, got 57,000 video views. He would take all these businesses and blow up their likes. I mean, blow up their likes. The first one he ever did, Havana Grill, was excited when he did the video. They're like, yeah, if you could help us get over 1,000 likes, we've been at 900 and some forever and just can't break 1,000. A few days later, they broke 2,000. But they weren't even in the videos. He just did the about others angle and just referred to businesses he liked, and they blew up. And look, help out a small business, PCH Hot Dogs, Fratelli's, Cafe Coyote. And then here's the winners of PCH Hot Dogs. And you look at the through plays on these things. And whoops, I'm always scrolling. Look at his cost per through play on all these. Most of them are a penny. I'm not sure what that one was. Wonder how many neighbors have. But these things blew up. And I got a relationship with everybody. I know a guy who tells jokes. That's his whole angle. Really, really funny, good at telling jokes. Probably 60% of his videos are, hey, it's Mark. Again, so three guys walk into a bar, blah, 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 blah. It doesn't matter. As long as people look forward to my content and it makes me likable to them and familiar, pretty soon I've got 20,000 people that like me, that
Gotcha.
know what I do. And then I'm mixing in my ads in between. I just want to send them straight up ads or mortgage content, mortgage videos, but I love ads.
Okay.
So
I just gotta keep making the content, because I put a lot of content up there. I mean,
and you know what? That's a great point. When people always say, what content should I do? My default answer will always be, it doesn't matter. Just do it. Do a bunch of content. And here's what you're going to look for. You're going to go in and, yeah, we'll start with Bill. I know he puts up lots of content, and that's what I'm looking for is people, as long as you do a lot, the good news is the bad stuff will die a quick and painless death. And the good stuff will get lots and lots of views.
all my stuff is good, Bill.
but look at this. 19,000 people reached, 792. Whatever this video is, Bill needs to go study it and go, yeah, that one, I need to do more of that. Whatever that was, or if that one wasn't a video. He doesn't do enough video. But I want to see which ones get the long view times. And honestly, that's the perfect example, because when he did, because he doesn't do enough video, but his first week he put up 2. And he calls me late one night or texts me late one night and says, I think the system's broken. I just put up one of the best videos I think I've ever done, and it's not getting any traffic at all. What's up? So let's hop on Zoom and figure it out. We hop on Zoom, and he had this tough love, according to him. Let's go back, because it was last month. Tough love was probably the best video he ever did, if not the one of. And it was getting no traffic, because the day before, 2 days before, he put up what I most love about coaching, closing the gaps. And then when you come across here, and I'll change my view so I can see everything I want to see. and go, what was my average video playtime? Well, on what I love most about coaching, it was 30 seconds. Remember, the average is 5 seconds. So this one was killing it. But this one was 13 seconds. So the system's automatically putting all the traffic on this one because people like it better. And he's like, no, this one's way better. I'm like, it isn't. It might be better to you, but what you think doesn't matter. They like this one better. So he's like, great. Can we force them to see this one? So we shut this one off. So the budget had to go to the other one. And that's the only reason Tough Love got any views at all. And they weren't as long. It got 5,000 versus 12,000 total video plays, 13 seconds instead of 30 seconds. But hey, at least we shoved some traffic over there. You never know. You never know until you put it up what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. That's the one that everybody seems to miss. Carl, who I showed you and had all those crazy numbers, he's been doing this for over 2 years now. He started in February 2 years ago. He started the week that COVID shut down. I remember we met, talked about the plans, and then couldn't execute any of the plans because he couldn't do anything because everything got locked down. So his first video went up right after the lockdown. And he's the perfect example. And he wasn't going to do videos because, in his own words, I have a face for radio, Bill. I'm not doing it. Trust me, this won't work. But hey, he's got 4.6 million impressions now from 600,000 people. But what kills me about this is when I go to video average playtime, if I go down here, come on, load for me. There we go. Look at all these videos with a 1 second average playtime. Fratelli's, that one, whatever, didn't work that good. Who knows? Who pays for my closing costs? BAPS, supporting small business, 1 second average playtime. But I come up here and go, if you just do enough content, you will stumble into a 46-second average playtime or a refinancing video that has an average playtime of 20 seconds and 13,000 people who watch, heck, 6,400 who watched the through play and will now see all your content.
And where do I monitor this? Or where do I see? I'm in my ad manager, but I don't see all these same columns, or it doesn't matter for me right now.
Well, no. It's a great question. So, and by the way, we are finishing up our own reporting modules so that we can push. We're going to give people a data because this stuff is way too freaking complicated, but you got to go into the views and you can change the views. Show me all my video engagement. Show me all my whatever. But what I always have people do is come down here to customize columns.
Yeah.
And then come over here and get rid of everything that you don't care about. Quality ranking, engagement rate ranking, conversion rate ranking. None of those mean anything. They're arbitrary Facebook made up things. Video percentage watch. I don't care about the percentage. I care about the play time. I want the 3-second views. So I'll push that one up and I'll push that one up there. And then I don't care about when it ends. I don't care about the schedule. Now I'm going to come over here and say, yep, I want reach, frequency, impressions, delivery. Is it delivering or not? Amount spent, sure. Attribution setting, who cares? Cost per 1,000 people reach. I like that one personally. If I'm doing messenger posts, I might want to see new messaging connections. I like my 3-second plays and I like my through plays and I like 95% plays. People have an unbelievable skill at bailing 1 second before a video is over. So 100%, I don't care about 95% average play time. Yep. I like total video plays. I like unique link clicks. How many people clicked on my link if I'm putting in links and running traffic campaigns? Cost per unique link click. Then I like to come down here and I want date created so that I can sort and see things chronologically. And I don't care about last significant edit. then don't hit apply, because it'll be a custom view that will disappear when you leave the page and it won't be there next time. Hit save as preset.
Yeah.
Example one. I can't even spell example. Example one. Whoop. B. How about that? I can spell that. Apply. And now, whenever I come into Ads Manager, I just come down here and look at overview or B or whatever I've got. And now I can say, yep, sort it by when it starts. I want to see what's running now, what's not running, blah, 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 blah. Or sort it by my cost per 3-second video view. And look, here's some videos that stunk up the joint. You know, whoa, that just didn't work. But I can come down here and even go to cost per through play. And look at that. Look at all those videos that had 1 second through play costs. Our reverse mortgage is safe. That's still one of the best videos I've ever seen. And not the video itself, but the performance. That it's the title. People want to know our reverse mortgage is safe.
Okay. So I
But
think
this is where you learn what works and what doesn't. I would also suggest that you go out and follow some people that do well.
Yeah.
Min Win at What's a Mortgage. That's his Facebook page. Probably the biggest originator on Facebook and Instagram. And you're not going to copy his style or his videos, but if you sift through, if you go look at all his videos, you'll notice that if you take the top 10% of them, the ones that really got the views, there are definite patterns towards the topics and the titles and what stuff people want to watch.
So like my video campaigns all just have a generic name. They don't have they just basically say ad traffic engagement, ad traffic reach.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me just show you how that shakes out for you. So I got to go to somebody's real account. Did I have somebody up?
Why don't you go to my, can you go to my account?
Yeah, probably.
Joe DeMarco. There you go.
So because we're not naming them individually, the first thing I would do is I would go to everything that is in the ad traffic realm that I want to see.
Okay.
That's turned on. And then I check them all. And then I jump down to the campaign level. And then I select them all. And then I jump down to the ad set level. And I always want to look at the individual ads.
Gotcha.
And they will all be named whatever the name of your post is.
Okay.
So now I'm going to see all the names. And now I'm going to come across here and say, what's my cost per 1,000 people reach? Which ones reach the most people most effectively? These seem to get the most reach and engagement. And then again, I can customize my view, you know, and save it. Or I can go look at any of Facebook's views, but then I have to click between them because they each show one thing. But yep, your best video ever. Look, you got 3 of them. 3 of them with the 1 cent through play cost is like the holy grail. Yep, grand slam, out of the park. Nobody had a shot at it. The big question is the right time. Is it the big question? Is it the right time to buy? Rent versus own. Wow. Joe, I've never seen a rent versus own analysis do so well. I would repost that one. Maybe repost it with a specialty rule and a call to action and drive traffic. That's an out of the park home run. But yeah, these are your best through play, meaning I watched, you know, the whole thing or 15 seconds minimum. And then video plays. Where's my really Facebook? You're not going to show me. I have to come down here and customize it to access the one metric that I like, which is my video average play time. Excuse me. It's talking so much, I'm getting oxygen deprived. There we go. Your most engaging video is your rent versus own analysis. Wow, that's unbelievable. Don't know why that one shut off, but I would turn it back on.
Go ahead.
That's a good video. Like I said, I might even repost that one or come up with a version that has if you want your own rent versus own, and click down below and shoot me some basic information. And by the way, Facebook has added that capability for those of you who haven't noticed it. And I've never mentioned or trained on this because it's kind of in your face, but because I like Messenger as my call to action, because I want to engage in a conversation with somebody. Now, when I go to post something from my page, I got to get to my page. So let me go to a page and wait for my page to load. And now when I go to create a post, I can make it a get messages post. So I don't have to worry about going and doing a dark post to do Messenger or whatever. It's going to add the send message button. I'm going to say, if you want blah, 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 click down below and send me a message.
Okay, got it.
And it adds it right into your post so that now people can look, just tell me your blah, 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 and I'll be happy to. Or click down below if you'd like your own. Be happy to work you up your own rent versus own analysis and start generating them for people. Or right price. I forget what that analysis is called in like Mortgage Coach parlance or whatever, but how much should I bid? What's
Bid
the
over
market going to
ask.
do?
Yeah, right.
Bid over ask. There you go. Bid over ask analysis.
Yeah.
I hit that point in my life where it's right there on the tip of my tongue. I just can't find it.
Bill, it's called Sometimers.
Sometimers. I like that. I'm going to borrow that.
Please do. It's called some. We don't. It's not quite Alzheimer's yet. It's just called Sometimers.
Sometimers. Let's see. Frank Hooray. Where's Brenda's first ad? I'm good to go. Christian, ping me when you have this set up. Yeah, I really wanted to. Where's his ad? God, I just thought this was brilliant. I'll fix it ASAP. Hey, Frank, also noticed previous post, there's a slight typo. I have this set up, Brenda's page. It's killing me. He had the best, is this it? It said there was an attachment. I'm not seeing the attachment. AddTraffic schedule, Christian, no. Christian, Frank Array. Market report.
So whatever I post, I can post 3 times a day. Whichever one's getting the best action is the one that's going where the money's going to, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Got it. Yep.
That's personally, I think I could write a better algorithm than Facebook. And my Facebook account rep agrees. But yeah, they do a good job of steering it to, but they also try to be very confusing with their algorithms so nobody can decipher them and reverse engineer their stuff. So where I would just go straight to the cheapest cost or something, they do it as a balance of engagement and time and who clicked on it, whatever, sometimes I question their decision, but they're 90% accurate and they're never completely wrong. It's not like they're going to steer the traffic to the worst one, but yeah, they will always steer it within any 7-day window. So if you put up one today and one tomorrow and one on Friday, well, for 7 days, the first one's running. So the one tomorrow, they'll be overlapping for 6 days and sharing the budget. The next one will come up and now the 3 of them will be sharing it for 5 days, but then the next one will drop off and then the last 2 will be sharing it. So anything that's in that window, that 7-day window, will be sharing the budget based on its performance against the objective, which is engagement or reach, depending on which part of your campaign it is.
Okay, so in other words, so for me, again, just in closing, just keep putting content up for the next couple of months, and then we'll.
Yeah.
pivot.
Along the way, you're going to find out. There we go. You're going to find out what stuff works best, and it's not, was it rent versus buy? Was it the picture? Was it the way you posed I don't know what. So it becomes really subjective, and that's a fun one that I would love to see you guys bringing back to these and going, all right, these videos are almost identical, but this one performed twice as good. Anybody speculate why? How do I repeat this success? This is the one that Frank put up. I thought this was the whole idea. Watch the median days on market with my free market tracker. If it trends up, the market is cooling. Time to sell. Has the real estate market peaked in Solano County, whatever. I just thought this was a really good ad. I don't know how it's going to perform, but she pays for some market tracker service where they can subscribe. So they got to come in and be a lead. They got to subscribe to this. So it's a traffic campaign. There's a link to sign up for market tracker so you can know when the market turns. And look, with a median days on market of 7 and what's going on in the market, this sucker is going to start trending up. The average days on market is going to trend up. The inventory is going to start trending up. I might have thrown in a couple more arrows, but I just thought this was freaking awesome because now I got all these people that wonder if it's time to sell. And if the market stays this hot for a couple of months, I might not get anything out of it, but sooner or later, he knows. I just want to go get thousands of people. So can I get people for a couple bucks to subscribe to my market tracker? Because now I can drip on them and drip on them and drip on them. And then when they're ready to pull the trigger, boom. I just thought this was a great one, but I'm wrong a lot. That's why I always say, when I go to Vegas, I got to be right 51% of the time. When I go to Facebook, I got to be right 5% of the time, and I can make millions.
Gotcha.
95% failures, no problem. I only need one success. Guys, I cut a deal years ago with a credit repair company to work on commission. And they paid me a 20% commission. And their ad spend, but I'm like, I'll do all your marketing, everything, give me 20%. We'll figure it out. I put up my first post. I still have it. It's a video. I interviewed one of them, and we put up that post and never put up another post. I'm like, guys, we got a post. We got it. They're just like, nope. Cause we got that. It started at $8 and change. And we got it down with the same post eventually to $4.33. And they were paying me 10 or 15 grand a month for a couple of years to run the same post. We never put up another post. And then they had a falling out and broke up. And part of the agreement was I said I would, I'm not going to pick a side. I'm not working with anybody. You guys can take any of my stuff and go. But yeah, they paid me stupid money.
Jeez.
To just let one, and all they would do is they would text me and go, turn it up to, turn it down to, because they were spending, $100 to $300 a day, depending on how many leads they wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were getting leads like crazy. $4.33. That's where it finally settled. I should show you guys that sometime. But when you find that winner, then you just keep going back to that well over and over and over. I don't know if this is going to be the winner. If it works at all, my first reaction will be, now let's try like 7 different versions of this. Try different colors. Try bigger arrows. Try calling out a couple things. Try some scarier headlines.
So like this rent versus own analysis that you turn back on now.
Yep.
You're saying to put it back up there with a call to action button. So should I just repost that as a new post?
Yeah. Or do another version. You know what?
Version.
I got so much traction and so much engagement on my last that I wanted to dig a little deeper. But try a headline that's, because was it whatever you think was
The
to
attraction.
pull,
Yeah,
do that. Do that.
gotcha. Okay,
And
cool.
try it again. And if
Yeah.
you got a specialty rule, if not, order a specialty rule that puts more budget on it. Remember, all your traffic and your money just gets balanced. But when you go, no. On this one, I want clicks. That's a traffic rule. Tell Christian, I want a click rule for $100.
Christian is
Add traffic.
okay.
If that's where your traffic's coming from, or Kurt, if it's at Social Simple, or Holly, or
No,
whoever.
Add
Got a lot of
traffic. That's
students doing this now, but
It's at AddTraffic is who I've been talking.
okay. Yep. Christian, Lauren, whoever there.
It's your son-in-law, right?
That's fingers crossed. I'm
Yeah,
hoping.
okay.
I'm hoping.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
that's what motivated me to start this
gotcha.
company. I vowed I would never start a company again, but I'm going to fund my grandkids. They're like, we're not having kids until we, make money and own a home. And just like, all right, got it done. We're starting a company.
So tell him I want a what rule?
A click rule.
Click rule. Okay.
It'll be optimized for clicks. You only use it when you're putting up a post with the link in it that you want them to click on.
Gotcha.
So it's a traffic rule. It'll get them to click. Whether you put up a messenger post, they'll click on the messenger button, or you put up a post that has a link, and the link might go somewhere. It might be a link to your email or whatever. But anytime you want them to click, you run a traffic rule.
Okay.
Which is a click rule, and you put a separate budget on it. So it runs entirely standalone. It's not part of, there's no balancing. When Nicole Ruth wants to drive people to her webinar, she does webinars for realtors called Agent Ignite. She runs it basically anytime she puts hashtag Agent Ignite into a post, it will automatically optimize it for traffic and spend, whatever, a couple $100 targeting realtors for 14 days. So you can make it run longer. The money will spread over the time. Gives Facebook more wiggle room to find people at that perfect moment when they're likely to click. So I like my traffic rules to run longer, and I like them to run with bigger budgets. I wouldn't be doing them if I didn't see something work. So when I see a post like this that's good, now I'm going to drop in my traffic rule, which is, hashtag work with, hashtag Frank Garay or Frank knows loans or whatever. I just need some trigger word that's going to tell the system to launch this
Gotcha.
rule.
Got it. Okay. I'll talk to Christian then. Thank you.
But yeah. And then run a couple of them.
Yeah.
Spend $100 on it. See if you get any clicks, see if you get any messages, see if you get anybody to reach out and want a rent versus buy analysis.
Gotcha.
Or figure out if it was something else in there that you could do with a different, cost of waiting analysis, whatever.
Yeah.
What else do I get? I want to find out where she got this service. I like this service. It doesn't look like it'd be complicated or expensive. I just want to be able to say, because I know these numbers are going to turn. When is the market cooling? Everybody who's waiting for the peak. Ooh, and everybody who owned a home in 2007 and would be panic selling as soon as they see the market start to flatten off a little. How do I get all of them queued up? And I want to be their panic button.
Thanks for your help today, Bill.
You got it.
All right, guys. Thank you.
My pleasure. Love doing these. Talk to you guys.
Thanks.